Baby dolls, I'm making a very quick video. I made a post showing you the Ethereum and HEX fractal. Now, when you look at this fractal, let's go through actually what it says. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the time it took for Ethereum, which is the yellow line, to reclaim its high. And you don't have to look at the exact price. This is just the HEX chart, but I wanted to map out the time. So we are in that critical moment now, and I'm going to show it to you here. We are literally in that zone, friends, where between now and September, if we are repeating Ethereum, just like every other altcoin, that would mean it's been enough time where Richard Heart's coins should go back to their all-time high. Now, what happens after that? I don't know. I don't know. It could be September we're there. I hope. That is a 12x from today. Now, I just assume that the ratios stay the same. That's a 12x from today. It's the prices wherever they are. So if combined HEX is 1.4 cents, you do 12 on that, that's 16 cents. Okay, that's just something to think about. Maybe PHEX is, if PHEX is like 1.3 cents times 12, that's 15 to 16 cents for PHEX, and you have that little residual one for EHEX. Depends, right? The ratios move. That means PulseX is 6x above day one sack. PulseChain is that. Now, you don't know what happens after this point, okay? Now, obviously, you hope that this thing just keeps going up and up and up. That's what Ethereum did. But, I can show you a chart like Litecoin where it took about 3 years to get there. This is exactly the 3-year mark, okay? So we're around the 3-year mark, peaks up a bit, comes back down, complacency rally, and it's over. So that's what you don't know, friends. I know I want to tell you, yeah, we're going to break the high, but that's the thing. Now, here's the thing. We're talking about Richard Heart, whole ecosystem, all right? Because look, yeah, the world I want to live in, I want to live in the world where the market treats Pulse, PulseX, EHEX, and PHEX and Inc. as 5 separate coins. I want to live in that world. The problem is, clearly from the price action, we don't live in that world. We live in the world where the market says, hey, we know Metcalfe's law. We are all the same people. We're just rotating between coins. It's not actually new people coming in. It's people splitting their economic energy between Pulse, PulseX, EHEX, PHEX, and Inc. They're moving it around. So I hope things change in the future, but so far they are not. So that's why I've written here 2 to 5 months to go. But look, we got to start making moves like real soon. Like we've hit sentiment is really low, but look, that's what basically happens if you just this mapping out Ethereum fractal. So everything else before was just guessing, friends. So that's why I'm here to remind you. It's just based off the time it took Ethereum, which is it roughly, friends. It's from top to top. It's about 3 years. Maybe there's like 5 months in or 5 months out, but it's around that 3-year mark. September's a very important year for HEX to play some nice pump music because September 2021 was the month topped out. So if we reach the high, which is a 55 billion-ish valuation for Richard Heart coins, if we reach that high by September this year, that marks exactly 3 years, and the cycle's repeating. Now, there's a lot of ifs and buts, right? Because they're like, wait, how much of that buying back then, how much of it was Richard himself? That's a very fair question to ask because, some of us, some would say it's like it's cope mode. Some of us will like look at these valuations and go, well, was the price meant to ever hit a certain distance up there in the first place? This is the actual chart I'm looking at right now, okay? This is actually it here, you see? So that's what a lot of people think, friends, that, 10 cents to 14 cents. Many people believe we were meant to kind of top out here. This was PulseChain sacrifice in 2021. And then a lot of people think that this run up was artificial. That's just people guessing, right? But you don't know because it hits exactly 10,000x. It doesn't take a genius to figure out, okay, the guy who said he'll do 10,000x, made a lot of money on Ethereum profits, and then did that, okay? And unfortunately, it just reverted the whole way down. So we're just guessing, man. We don't know. But one thing you can't deny, you can't look at that. Just assume it's all fair. Assume it's all fair because you never get a full conclusion. But what I do is I go, okay, at the top, probably had like 90 billion coins of HEX times 55 cents. It's around 45 to 50 billion-ish. That's why 10 to 12x from here will kind of match that with the valuation. Yeah, it means that the prices are nowhere near what you thought. What happened to 100x's? What happened to $2 HEX? I don't know, man. I don't know. You ask the people who told you it was coming. So that's where it would get us. But by the way, it doesn't mean it tops out. It just means, hey, we got there. Now it's up to the market how much price discovery it wants to get. So we are now in that critical, very critical 2 to 6 month window right now. So we're approaching April. So basically from now to 6 months, that's it. By now we have to literally just go up only. We really do have to go up only now. That's why I've made just very, very quick video to just show you, friends. Even on look, the technicals, being honest, Yes, the technicals say it can happen. The technicals do say that. Because if we're looking at a weekly chart, like right here, we can see big scoop up. We flip green on the weekly super trend, come up, pull back into the 21 EMA. We can do that. I want you to know, okay, where would a 10x from here actually push us? Let's put a log chart. Where would a 10x actually push us from here? It would be, let's go up a 10 to 12x. It would be all the way up here. Remember, the ratios, friends, not guaranteed, but it would be some sort of move here by September. So literally, I'm not joking. We have to see this happen. Bang, bang, bang. And then like by Sep is here. Yes, by Sep. It has to be like that. That basically has to be it. We have to do that move. That would bring up the entire valuation up here. Snap. And wouldn't it be crazy? We declare victory. That's what, Vince, this is what I'm actually happening. I'm hoping this happens. Eric Wall has to become my friend, okay, permanently. He gets PF status. That's right, Eric. PF, permanent friendship status. Never handed that one out before, but I think this one will be special treat if it happens, okay? If it happens, permanent friendship. And then up here, as we declare, we declare Eric to be finished. That might actually be coincidentally the top for the year, and then we rinse down, we come back down, and then what might happen is we go, oh, that will happen next year, the final blow off. Look, I hope the numbers go much higher than here, by the way. Look what I have up here. I have a special Easter egg here for you. Ethereum did a 50x from its low in 2021. PulseChain would land at 17x above day one SAC if it repeated Ethereum. Something interesting to think about. So what I've done is, friends, I've just mapped it out for you. Remember, it all starts from here. I don't know if it's going to happen. Remember, because you know Ethereum money, the sacrifice wallet has that. It's got 170,000 ETH. Is it going to rotate? What if Ethereum doesn't hit that prices? We don't know. I'm just doing these magical fractals. I go, okay, from now to September, it has to go up only and has to go and basically smack up there. And, you know, that's an ecosystem. Once again, repeating that price. It's about 10 to 12x. Let's just say a 10x. It's got to do a 10x between now and September. And not just like we hope it does. No, friends. It actually has to at that point. Otherwise, it's a sick puppy. Really sick. Because basically it means like, oh, Bitcoin's broken the high. Probably everything's continuing. And you see, what I'm doing, friends, I'm being conservative because I am adding up all the coins. If you look at each individual coin, you're going to call it a failure. I know you are. You are. I won't. But people will. Because if you do just like a 10x from here on PHEX, you get 14 cents. Okay, what happened to the $2? What happened to the $2 range? 14 cents, that's more than 90% lower. See what I mean? That's why I hope everything keeps continuing. But yes, there's a lot of things to work through. So the whole ecosystem will have to value like that. I hope I'm wrong. I hope everything just pumps up and everything. We'll see. All right. And yes, Richard Hart's peak valuation, though, was about 50 billion-ish. Though, where's it going to stop now? If we match XRP, that hit 90 billion. All right. So that's another double off that. What if we continue this one? What if this left translated cycle? We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. That's just something to think about. Remember, the limiting factor seemed to be 100 billion-ish zone in 2021. You had Doge hitting 85. You had Cardano hitting 100. You had BNB hitting 110. You had XRP hitting 90 billion. You see that? Everything was around 100 billion. That was last cycle. I think this one, obviously these ones are going to blow up above that. By the way, Solana just hit 100 billion and hit resistance. Okay? So I'm not saying it's going to stop there, but maybe it will. I don't know. Just like the first time resistance there. I hope it goes much higher, man. I hope it goes much higher. Because from here to that top point is about 20x. I'll tell you right now, none of you are selling. Not a single person. No way you're selling up there. No way. Because you didn't hold for that. That's like, yeah, but I hope, look, it's not going to sit there for like 3 months and then you think about it. No. It might flick there for like a week and then a week later, it's down 30%. Okay? So you're up, it's up 20x from today. Yeah, 20x. So let's say your portfolio has 100,000. Okay? It goes up to 2 million, but that 20x might be short-lived. Maybe 30 days later, it's down like literally 40% from that point. So you're 2 million, now you're back down to 1.2 million. And you're thinking, oh, but I just had 2 million. I've given away 800,000. That's what happens to every single altcoin. So there you go, friends. That's the fractal. Just wanted to show that to you. Once again, you can have a look at a picture of it now. We have to start moving up here, okay? But look, yes, this is the whole ecosystem. Richard Hart's coins are down 90% from the top. All right, they're down 90%, roughly. All right, a bit more than that, 91%. It's actually really 90% because you've been earning yield along the way. So that's just something to think about. Ethereum was roughly that same thing too, around this moment of time. It peaked at 1400 back then in 1800. That was about 140 to 250 bucks. Okay, you can see that by that yellow line, and then it started moving up here. Okay, so that's remember, I'm not counting one coin. I'm adding up Richard Hart coins completely. So do you think by September this year, the system's going to do this flush up of 10x, and then maybe there's a 50% drop from that point? Everyone thinks it's over, and then it continues later on. That's how we're kind of feeling it, but don't lock yourself into any of these mindsets. I'm not looking at any price at all. I'm looking for euphoria. Okay, so like, subscribe, button, I'll catch you soon.